Brian, when someone like yourself in your position is on the pink couch, I like to use you to get a little bit more of a perspective on what's going out in the world, globalization of travel, artificial, like all these things that I keep reading about. And sometimes I think here in Canada, are we a little bit too sort of provincial in our own little bubble? You've got a perspective. Talk to us about what's changing in the industry from a corporate level.
Well, there's lots changing from a corporate level, and we see it in our company, and particularly changing into a global environment.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, GBTA Canada is next week in Toronto, and it'll probably be the largest ever. I think they're expecting about 800 attendees.
Wow.
And amongst those attendees, there'll be a lot of new entrants into the corporate arena. Companies offering new technologies, new automations, some artificial intelligence. And these things are all changing the environment in terms of how companies deliver products and services to travelers.
Talk to me about artificial intelligence. Are you looking at it at Vision? And I don't really have a sense of how it works. How would it work?
Well, the interesting thing about artificial intelligence is, first of all, we are working on it at Vision, and Vision's part of Direct Travel, and so we're located in the US, Canada, and UK. And our technology leaders are looking at applications and how we can make artificial intelligence enhance the way we deliver products and services to our clients, to our travelers. And the key thing about it is to make it a more personalized approach to how we interact with our clients.
I always envision, a robot coming and saying, look, maybe it looks like Brian, where would you like to travel to? But it is not.
No.
How does it work?
I think the
is
key
it voice activation that we're talking about?
Yes. So it's the it's the melding of the various technologies. So whether you're going to be interacting with us over the phone or by text or by email, it's being able to recognize who you are when you contact us. And by recognizing who you are and keying it into the various databases and product services we have, we can deliver a more personalized and a more efficient experience to the traveler.
So to me, that seems like an oxymoron. Personalized artificial intelligence.
Yes.
To me, they're not, they don't work together. I don't think of artificial intelligence as personal, but you say it is.
Well, I think that's a bit of the misnomer. I mean, obviously a lot of people have these home products now where you can ask it anything and it will respond to you.
Right.
And that may not seem the most personalized experience. It may seem like it's a sort of a canned experience, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of things at play here. And so what we're doing is we're taking the client information that we have, and we're connecting that in a way so that when you, the traveler, reach out to us, we know who you are and we know where to send your call if necessary, or how to help you if it's now a situation where there was a flight delay or a flight cancellation, or if you're calling us from a leisure perspective and you're saying, I need to speak to a specialist about safaris or luxury travel or something to that effect. And we, through artificial intelligence, can connect you with the right person on our team, and we've got a large team, the right person on our team to be able to service you best.
So let's talk about the team, because if artificial intelligence starts growing, and we're really at the infancy, I think, of that type of technology, what happens to all those people?
Well, it's interesting because the people get redeployed in different ways. And I think when we talk about personalization, even though people are using technology more and more, so on the corporate side of things, clients are using online booking tools to book their travel without needing to call up a travel advisor. But probably about 30% of those bookings get changed or canceled due to whatever reason.
Right.
And now you're stuck at the airport, or you're on the road and you need to change your hotel and your whatever. You can now call up and you're speaking to your travel advisor. So the functionality of the OBT and the full service from the travel advisors, it changes a little bit. The travel advisors aren't necessarily handling the simple point-to-point transactions. They're handling the more complicated transactions. They may be international or something like that. You know, on the leisure side, we have the same thing. We have a lot of online booking when it comes to, say, ITC packages to Mexico or Cuba or something to that effect. But really, with our travel advisors, we're encouraging them to be more knowledgeable about premium product, about luxury product, and appeal to those affluent travelers who are going to, you know, they're going to call us when they're making a major investment, a major purchase for their travel.
Now, going back to all these virtual realities in terms of booking, does it matter geographically where the person is in that case, or the client, in other words?
Right.
If you know, someone in Germany is dealing with your AI system, assuming the language barrier isn't there, does it really matter where they are?
Well, it may not matter to a certain segment of, you know, of the traveling public, but we've taken a very local, regional, global approach to travel.
What does that look like?
So when you look at an organization like ours, we have roughly 100 locations across North America and roughly 200 locations around the globe. So we are in most major markets around the world. That said, you know, that's something that a client looking for a global solution is going to be interested in. They're going to want us to be in all those markets. But the service delivery can look something very different. The service delivery could be an online booking tool that is tied to a specialty team for international, or it could be an online booking tool tied to a team that's doing meetings and incentives for them. So you get this juxtaposition in the marketplace where people are going virtual, people are going online, but at the same time, people are looking for either a regional or a local vendor to be able to help them with their needs. And we see it on the corporate side of things, and we see it on the leisure side of things.
Is Canada a player? And I don't even know what I'm asking really, because I don't understand that world. But you know, you're part of this international organization. We still have a lot of local offices here who are in the corporate arena and the leisure arena, et cetera. Are we on the ball with how travel is evolving?
Oh, I think so. I think that Canada is at the forefront, just as, say, the US or the UK are. I mean, we're very much connected in our service delivery and the technologies that we're using in the marketplace. I would say, certainly in our organization, you know, I would say vision pulls above its weight in the marketplace, because we've got quite a good presence in Canada. And then when you take all of our business in the US, UK, and around the world, you know, we're probably a top 10 player globally. So that, you know, that counts for something. And when you look at the relationships that we have with our preferred partners, those relationships are going, you know, North America wide and global. So in our organization, we're dealing with, you know, with the top professionals at the air, car, hotel, tour, cruise companies, and we're building those relationships at that level. And then we're able to filter that down to our travel advisors who are working in regional, local markets. They may be virtual, they may be in a local branch office, but we've got those great relationships to assist them with whatever their needs are for their clients.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a very good overview. So no Brian Robot coming?
No Brian Robot coming, no.
No, too bad.
Not anytime soon.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks, Nina.